Hey, Cortavius here. It is time to do this thing called the Halloween Path. So I'm doing the Halloween Path on both the main and the free-to-play here. Been grinding the past few days, getting in spiders and Fire Knight and champ training. So I've done what I can in the dungeons. I'm at, you can see there, 11,858 points here. That's about all I'm going to be able to do. So I think I needed to get to like 46,000 or something like that. So, you know, I got a good chunk of it. That is 2.7 sacreds saved. So that's 3 sacred shards saved. So I only need to pull 8 sacreds on the main account here. And I actually have more points on the free-to-play. So really, to be able to do the Summon Rush, the Halloween Path, and the Champ Chase, because that's 75 fragments I'll get here, all for 8 Sacred Shards, that actually makes this a pretty cheap fusion for shards. You can't do a Summon Rush and a Champ Chase for just 8 Sacreds. It was 6 alone on the Summon Rush. I already put out the video saying if you did the Summon Rush, they basically punished you here, because then you're going to spend more than that. It's really horrible design, I think, for how they ran this thing, to have you think about whether you got to pull 6 Sacreds. But anyway, I covered that in the last video. So on this one, I get the benefit. You know, I grinded some dungeons, and now I can do this event with 8 sacreds, and maybe I go get these 50 relic materials as well, because I can do that for, you know, a couple more sacred shards. So I guess it's 15,000 points. That's more than a couple, but I can do it for a few sacred shards. So that's definitely something to think about. So let's get into that on both. All of this is obviously towards being able to get the fusion and add a legendary. But you know, you can add a legendary today. If you click on the link in the description below, you can add Narma, the legendary poisoner, to your account, as well as 3 epics. The best epic in the game, Uugo, along with Anax and Mausoleum Mage, added to your account. All you gotta do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out of Player and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox. Narma's sitting there waiting for you. Enter the code Desert Queen. You add to Anax. Still have 7 days. You can get Michelangelo as well. Crazy start to raid. Seriously, I started my main with El Hanan Sniper. I got Commander, the uncommon, to add to that. All right, so we need to pull shards on this thing. I have a pile of shards, so I think I have 213 of these sacreds. So I guess I need to pull 8 of these to get to the relic, and then, to get to the fragments. And then if I want to pull for the relic, which I probably will. So let's pull these shards and see what we get. And as I said, I will do the free-to-play as well. Giscard, the Sigil. Decent champ, actually, as an epic. He can actually hit. He's helpful in the faction, so he's a decent epic. I don't really use him anymore, but I did play around with him when I was doing it. Hope. Yeah, she's a little hopeless, I think, actually. He needs a buff. 3, got ourselves Spider. I've actually seen him used in content because he's got a decreased defense on an AoE and weaken. There's not a lot of chance to do that, so as an epic, you can get him to 100% chance of doing that. Unfortunately, it's on a 5-turn cooldown. Wow. I hope you're only using that skill once. 4, I think. We have no gold. That's Husk. I'm actually curious where my Mercy is. Hold on. Well, unfortunately, RSL Helper's not tracking my Mercy, so it tells me I'm at 1 shard pulled since I got a legendary, which obviously that's not the case because you've just been watching me pull them and I wasn't getting gold. Hey. Husk, Cornelia, both actually really good epics. Husk is a great damage dealer, does a provoke as well. Cornelia's got some cool stuff where she does sleep and on an enemy, and she actually can heal. She does a good amount of healing as well. Another epic. We added Zalot. Not too exciting. All right, let me go figure out where I'm at. Wait, I can do the math. I said I had 213 to start with. I'm at 207, so that's 6. So this will be 7. So we may not see gold in this one. I've had really good luck on my accounts lately, so honestly, if I get all epics here, I can't complain. Sir Artemage is definitely an epic. I've wanted to see if he can do anything. He just seems like he has a cool kit and a good design, but I don't think I've seen anybody use them. Well, that's 8 epics, so that wasn't too exciting. I probably will pull a couple more of those on this account and get to those relic materials at the bottom, but let me actually get in here. So we need to get 1 key, 2 keys, right? So let's take those. We'll come down the outside. Probably should have made sure I know what I'm doing here, but I know I need to get this key, which we have. Now we can go down the middle. Need that one. rare book, or neither one of those are really valuable to me. Use my key, and we've got 25 fragments, so that gets me part of the way there. But I definitely need to come back and get the other fragments. So I really don't need XP boosts on this account. So we'll just take the bruise, the extra key, come back here, use the key. We now have our 4-star basalt, which I'm actually happy to get. And we should get all of these. Okay, so we have 1,600 left. We have 15,000 points. So we can get the 3 relics. We can get these 3 the relic materials here for 3 sacred shards. And if I go to the forge and I go to relic crafting, I have 150. So if I add 50 mythicals, I'll be able to pull two full sets of these, which gives me a 20% chance, which really sucks, to be honest, but a 20% chance that I get a mythical relic, which will be nice. So I'm going to do that. So let's pull 3 more sacreds. See if we get some gold this time. We have not seen anywhere near gold. I love the design of Thoresk. I have no idea what she even does, but man, the skin on her, that is fantastic. I love that design. All right, one more. Another epic. Baron Gary, I love this guy. He does the AoE stun. He's got strengthens and shields. Can keep people alive. He's got a provoke on his A1. Cool epic, actually. Pretty useful in this faction. Now, there we go. We got all epics. So even though RSL Helper is still trying to tell me that I've only one away from... that's a kind of a bummer. I'm going to have to edit that myself. All right. So that was the main. Let's go back and make sure we got the Halloween path fully completed. Click on that. We have 108 wasted points, which is pretty efficient. There is the 5-star soul here. Obviously, you see I have enough shards. I just honestly don't. I mean, do I use the 5-star soul for him? I mean, I'll probably do something fun with turtles at some point, but the reason I have, everyone asks me in my videos, how do you have so many sacred shards? I have so many sacred shards because I only use them if I really need them. I don't spend them unless there's value for me. That's why I got piles of them. But I don't know, 5-star soul for him. You know they're going to do Leo and have more events for him. I don't know. So it's another 13 sacred shards for me to get that soul. I know they price those things like it's a champ, but I think if it was Leo, I'd do it for sure. But Raphael, I guess what I don't know is, can you pull these? I don't know if you can pull these souls. I'm assuming if you have the champs, you can still get their souls in the future. If we weren't able to do that, I would go get this 5-star soul. But I'm assuming we can still get those in the future. So I'll wait to pull it. I don't care. All right, let me go get the free play. I'll be right back. Well, they really want me to spend on this account 2 sacred shards for $15. That's $7.50 a sacred shard. Yeah, no, can't do it. But yeah, they're definitely trying to make these more enticing for the free-to-play here. All right, so I have pulled 10.5 sacred shards if I want to get and I've got 13,796 coins already, pumpkins. So more progress on this account. But I think I want to grab these relic materials on this account too, because if I go to the forge and I look at relic crafting, I'm at 50 fragments down here. Anyway, trust me, there's 50 of them down there. So if I get 50 more, then I will have the ability to pull at least 1 legendary relic for sure, 100 guaranteed, right? And then 80% chance of a legendary, 20% chance of a mythical. So I'd give that a shot. So I'm going to do that. That is 10.5 sacred shards that I need to pull here. So without further ado, let's get in there. This is the free-to-play, so there's actually some epics I could still use on this account. Oh, we got gold on the first one! Corvus the Corruptor. Do I have him on this account? Crap, I hope I don't, because he's actually really good. So he decreases the damage that enemies under poisons inflict. He has AoE poison chance 2 times. He's got poison sensitivity, increases the duration of all enemy debuffs, and second hit increases the duration of all ally buffs. So he's one of those champs that can increase buffs on teams, so he could fit into a Wixwell team and use poisons. So that's interesting, and he also extends the debuffs and a decreased attack. So he's fantastic for the old clan boss, but with Wixwell teams, you don't really care anymore. Problem is, poison's just so nerfed in this game. I really hope the new bosses they're going to put out, and they're talking about new bosses in this Christmas stuff, I really hope there's poisons back because I feel like they killed poison in this game. But he's Sacred Order, so we're 1 in. I just want to see. Come on. Get off the screen. So did I already have Corvus? Increase the bolts. Yeah, crap. I thought I had him. So he is a dupe, unfortunately. Sacred Order. Man. Oh, well. Well, at least it's Faction Guardian for what it's worth. All right. But hey, I wasn't expecting gold, and there's not a 2 times, no special things running, no progressive. So I guess I got to take it, right? All right, number 2. Can't expect better than that. So let's see if we can get any epics worth using. Fang Cleric, he actually does a reviving. So epic reviver can be useful if you need a reviver in the faction. That's 3. Vala, not even worth mentioning. 4. Miscreated Monster. I love this guy. My main used him for so long. He's still a good epic. Particularly in like spiders where he just puts up this massive shield on the team and stuns all the spiderlings. Ally protect, continuous heal. Still a good champ. 5? I think it's 5. I didn't write down how many I started with. Otatsu. Yeah, he's got a decreased attack, increased defense. He's a decent epic for sure. Husk, we've seen him already. He's got the AoE max HP hit. He does provokes, stuns. Useful champ. Trojan. All right, I'm doing one more. I didn't pay attention to how many I had. Hey, another epic. Signy the useless as far as I know. All right, let me go see where I'm at. Well, I got all of them but the materials down here, and I still have 3,500 points, so I need to pull 2.5 sacreds. I don't know what 2.5 means, so I'm going to see what 2 means, and then see what type of shard. Maybe I switch to Ancients or Void or something. Another epic. Flesh Tear. Nothing worth mentioning. And another epic. We got Bone Keeper. She hits really hard, actually. She can actually hit hard, but that's about all she does. All right, so I'm at 12,546. All right, so we need to do a 10 pull of Ancients. Let's see what we got. Anything. Well, we got an epic, so at least we didn't get screwed on the rates. I mean, that's actually good. And we get nothing. All right, but that should be what I need. So let's go in, check Halloween Path, and grab ourselves some mythical materials. Only 546 points wasted. That's good. So, as far as these relics, I've seen they did mention that they're going to have boosted odds of getting materials from these in the future. So I think some people have been saying, let's just hold all these things and not fuse them, because if you don't fuse them, you might have boosted rates in the future. So I'm tempted to pull the thing, but everything I do in this game is usually Weight Shadow Legends, so I'll hold those. All right, well, that is 275 points on this account. I think I don't have champ training done yet either, so that'll be 300, and gear enhancements 325. We are really close to finishing the fusion. So, hey, if you pulled, I hope you had great luck. Let me know. Hey, did you get great luck? Did you not do it? What'd you find? Hope you have a great day.